very professional fighter.
The knockouts from good.
Touch him up. Come out,
sir. But both of those, New York this past year, and that a lot of people was set up, many of whom became extremely well known. Vasily Chir was the Klitschko's never.
He won the super heavyweight gold medal.
Well,
the United States. Superstar quality fighter too much to come out of the heavyweight division. That's why
New York City police officers, one of them numbers. Karmazin was 8 out of 36. Bunema was 7 out of 26. Just for the sake of it, you've seen Alex Bunema before. Maybe you were weight division, and he was doing so. First 2 rounds haven't produced a ton of action.
Aggressively now, you know, not that there's a lot of great amateur. Yeah, he doesn't fight. Strictly doesn't fight. It's interesting. Between fights, he said
last year between Roman Karmazin. Excuse me, not Eddie Claudio.
In fact, but it's been interesting that he has landed pulling back all of the time and leaves that gap as he throws that wide hook. And Bunema's landed right.
Bunema, as Emmanuel Stewart said, success of the fighter. He comes from years of hard work and experience in the gym, and probably the big.
It all at all. It's a stationary talk. Closer to him. Look, a bigger guy probably get closer to him before he shoots a straight right hand. He's going to have a problem. A fight right there is.
First time beating a guy who's considered an elite guy in the division.
Good sparring.
Yeah, he certainly had a better chance of finding a. Zab Judah doesn't live and train in Memphis. 54 pounders.
Whoa!
Pound weight class. 2 fighters looking to set them up.
Golden Roman.
10 years, there have been moments when you could look at the 154 at the same time. Then there are moments.
Old school in the sense that he hasn't fought those literal Tony Marshall.
Literally within the last 24 hours, related to the wearing of gloves.
Not the Grant gloves, which were color coordinated to his outfit, and are considered more puncher's gloves than Everlast. Although nowadays that's even changing. It was in person, whether that was at the hotel room.
Each other in a hotel room had
Grant gloves when he fights him. So used to having his
glove. In the glove hierarchy, Reyes.
Everlast was usually that's changed. In fact, I've had so many different type of Everlast gloves. I mean, and they all have different shit.
About the color coordination.
Their disciple to the sport, who has really.
You can almost choose which one you want.
Over having and wear Everlast. And short.
The problem, I wish I know he gonna be talking so much. I'd have bought my own data because Merkel a little big fun, but my data probably a little big fun too. But I wish I know he gonna be talking so much.
Well, there's the
physically go to the hotel room, so I don't know the answer.
You made the point right there, and you have it through 6.
Okay, Jim, 4 rounds to 2, 58. I thought Bunema pulled that rounds 2 and rounds 4, landing nice right hands.
That was the reference there, the red and to wear the gloves. What about the cast, Emmanuel?
You know, he said something about a lot of the boxers have complained he takes the hand wrap off and rewrap it because they say that he uses excessive amount of gauze and tape to the point where when he gets through, it's like a whole more concerned about that about the gloves.
And the effect of the.
That's you notice for problems in my entire career.
He's the only hard punch.
And how much difference does it really?
In the Roman Karmazin versus Alex Bunema fight.
My father's name. Given
que es algo que nosotros 70.0.
Bring it back live to ring 8. One final observation. One small reason may be that Felix Trinidad
leads on that, in particular his crowd.
And an interesting contrast, which goes to his relationship with Puerto Rican fans, and in comparison to.
It does seem like the best explanation for why he had plenty of affection.
It's the of the victory. Or Miguel Cotto fighting one of the best fighters in the sport. Which ticket do you buy? Harold Letterman agreed with Samaral, and the score has tightened just a little bit on the Letterman scorecard.
I felt the same way. We were talking at the time, but I thought that I saw him hurt Karmazin. In fact, Karmazin, even though he's fighting.
Later we have against Andrew Galata and Mal.
In the days when cultural stereotypes, you know, you might have said European athlete with as, of course, global Eastern European, regardless of the sport, you were dealing with a cold clinical technique. somebody who knew how to do it.
Yeah, again, he's hurting him, and it doesn't seem son maybe the weight or whatever he's
To be draining through the hourglass a little bit.
yes, and he has no defense
with a real guy.
So Bunema's in the fight with another hard right hand. Karmazin tried. Good body combination by Karmazin there. Bunema seems to have gotten his attention as just in the last
style of fighting.
really don't know what Karmazin gains.
Here you see Bunema land the right hand, which has been his most effective punch tonight. Continuing. In fact, that's his really.
He's landing more power shots and landing at a
86-85, 5 rounds to 4, Roman Karmazin. Jim, I gotta tell you, Alex Bunema, just like Emmanuel said, is strictly a right-hand puncher. I mean, you know when he lands because, with a left
and
hook.
he knocks Karmazin down with a left hook.
Here, Bunema has a real shot to beat a real name guy in the division.
He sure does.
He's the moment.
Well, and for Karmazin. And keep in mind that knockdown came at a point. Let him in scorecard.
That is
And he's hurt
right
again with a right hand and eats another left hook.
That's it.
And that
This
right
fight is
hand
over.
will end the fight. There is no way Roman Karmazin makes it back up from that, and the doctor is already with him.
I like Bunema in this situation. He's earned it.
There's the left hook.
Probably the first he threw.
And I mean, that's right. You've been talking about him throwing nothing but the right hand all night, and boom.
But his right hand was right on the money. Karmazin tired a little bit. Then he was able to get better range and land the right hands that before they was always short.
Never been knocked out before, and was knocked out instantly when that punch landed. The way Karmazin hit the canvas on this right hand, you just knew he was not getting up to beat it.